Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Karen, and today I wanted to do a little bit of a review on the new Gucci foundation. This is the Natural Finish Fluid Foundation. I recently picked this up at Sephora. They had a little bit of they gave me like a 15% discount. So I picked it up. It has 1 fluid ounce and it does retail for $68, which is, I have to say, the most expensive foundation that I have ever picked up in my life. But to be honest, the packaging caught my eye. Baby pink is my favorite color. It's so beautiful. So I picked it up anyway. I've had it for about a week, so I have been testing it out. I have some thoughts, but I wanted to go ahead and apply this on camera so that anyone who's interested could see what it looks like on the skin. And I am also going to be pairing that with the Gucci Silk Priming Serum Primer. I also have thoughts on this, but we'll go ahead and put these on together and I will let you guys know my thoughts. All right, so let me just scoot up a little bit closer so that we can see what we're working with. If I do look down here, it's because my mirror is down here. But let's talk skin. I do have texture. I have pores around this area. I have a lot of redness under my nose over here. I have a blemish, freckles, moles, another blemish up here, and I have a dry nose. My skin is oily combination. And I also have a sunburnt forehead. I have had this sunburn for like 4 years. I completely got burnt in my Mexico trip 4 years ago, and I am still dealing with like the nastiness, but that's a whole nother topic. We're not here to discuss that at the moment. Okay, so I've already applied my moisturizer. I only applied it around my nose because that's a dry area, and a little bit around my forehead. And yeah, so let's start with the primer. I'm just gonna shake it a little bit and let's apply just 1 pump. So I'm gonna put it here, here, a little bit here. I'm just going to focus it on the areas where I have pores, because it is supposed to be a blurring primer and a moisturizing primer, I believe. So I'm just going to focus it on areas that I have pores and dryness. I don't want to go crazy with it. All right, so we are primed, and I have very sensitive skin, so my face is going to be red for a little bit. And now the foundation. All right, I am in the shade 270C, but it is a little light for me. So you guys will see that when I apply it, it is a little light, but I do think it oxidizes. So I'm not sure if I should pick up a darker shade or if I, should just make it work, because I have been making it work. So I have my beauty blender. That's how I like to apply foundation. I've tried brushes before in the past, but I find that they just leave me looking streaky. I'm not sure if it's because I have texture, but I am always like on a hunt to find a brush that works for me. So if you guys have any recommendations, I'd be more than happy to try them. All right, so I'm gonna do just 1 pump on my sponge. I'm gonna take my mirror and, sorry, I'm just gonna start applying it to this side. I like to dot it on my face, and let's put it on. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm like focused. This is the first time I do something like this. All right, so gonna spread it over my nose. Bring it into my ear and down my neck a little bit so I don't look super weirdly colored. All right, and this is it on half of my face, as you guys can see. I think it's just a tad too light, but then again, I do think it oxidizes, so I don't know. Should I pick up a darker shade? Do I really want to go through that hassle? I'm not sure. All right, let's do my nasty forehead. I usually don't use a lot of products on my forehead, but I mean, maybe that was too little. So let's go ahead and do another pump for the other side. And let's dot it on my face, a little bit on my nose where I'm red. Ew, I got foundation on my lip. I do have naturally brown lips, you guys. I wasn't wearing any makeup besides, I was wearing just moisturizer. And I always do my eyebrows and my mascara before my foundation. But yeah, I have naturally brown lips. And it used to be the biggest insecurity of mine. Like, people would point it out like it was a bad thing. And I always wanted to have like pretty pink lips to where you don't have to wear a lipstick and you look pretty and put together. But then I realized I have my grandma's lips. Like, her lips are also brown, and like this one is more brown than this one. I don't know if you guys can tell. And I realized like my biggest insecurity is one of my favorite traits now, because I have my grandmother's lips, and that to me is special. I don't know, but it just makes you think, you know, you think you hate something your whole life and you realize you should be grateful for it. All right, so I think I'm nice and blended. Not gonna go in too crazy on the eyes. I have redness and eye bags, all of that. I get no sleep. I'm lucky if I get 4 hours of sleep straight at night, because my baby used to sleep 6-7 hours straight, and now she's back to waking up every 3 hours, and I love her so much, but it is tough. It is so tough. I'm like, please, 30 more minutes. But I love her, so we hang out at 3-4 in the morning. All right, I'm nice and blended. It hasn't oxidized yet. I said it oxidizes, and of course it's not oxidized. All right, so let's discuss how it looks on the skin. And I think it looks really good on my pores. If you disagree, please be nice. I think it looks pretty good on my pores. I think it looks pretty good on my nose. For my nose being dry, it is like a trouble area for me. I think it looks pretty good on the forehead as well, actually. I think it just looks pretty good all together. And I do think it oxidized. I think it's more matching my neck, my hands. I don't know. I think that it looks good. So let's go ahead, apply the makeup, the rest of the face, and we will take a look. It did also cover, you can obviously still see like my moles, but a little bit of my freckles peeking through. but definitely covered the redness. Did not cover these bags, but can you blame it? No. The bags are just a whole nother thing, a whole nother story, because no sleep. All right, enough chit chat. I'm gonna go ahead, finish the rest of my face, and we'll be back. All right, I'm back. My makeup is done. I just went ahead and applied my Hourglass Vanish concealer, some setting powder, a little bit of bronzer. I'm using my Hoola bronzer and some blush. Anyways, I am also using my Essence Pure Nude highlight. I think it's really pretty, super cheap, worth it. Okay, I'm getting off topic. So let's look at the foundation. Everything applied nicely on top. My concealer, my powder, bronzer stuff. Oh my gosh, my hair is a mess. But yeah, I think it looks really, really pretty. Like I said, I've been wearing this for about a week now. So I do have some pretty solid thoughts on it. Let's start with the primer. I think that it's pretty on its own. I definitely see the blurring effects. So I like it. I hate to say it, I love it. This is also pretty expensive. I think it was like $50 something. So I hate to say it, but I love it. I think it's a good product. The Gucci foundation, again, is it worth $68? We're gonna find out. We're gonna see how does this wear at the end of the day, because for $68, I mean, if I told my dad that I spent $68 on a foundation, I can already hear him in my head. He would say, what? Is it gonna put the foundation on for you? Is it gonna do this? Is it gonna do that? Like, you know, all sorts of crazy things, because it's expensive. It's definitely expensive. I'm not even gonna lie. What do you guys think? Is it not pretty? I mean, you can go ahead and be honest. Tell me, like, how does it look? I think it looks pretty. But anyways, great product. Great product. They're beautiful. But once again, we're gonna see what it looks like at the end of the day. Is it something you should pick up? Is it something worth buying? But yeah, we'll see. Like, is it something that you think you're gonna want to spend your money on or not? We'll see. I will check in later in the day. It is about 3 o'clock right now. I got a late start in the day, but I will wear this for probably past 10 o'clock at night. You know, I'll be here. We'll get a good 7-8 hours of wear, and we will see what it looks like. Hi guys, I'm back. It is 11:30 now. So I've had this foundation on for about 8.5 hours. I started at 3. And so this is my check-in. I just wanted to show you guys how it looks. Let me get my hairs out of my face. So I am a little oily in the T-zone. I have some settling in my lines around my mouth, a little bit, like the tiniest bit of separation around my nose. I do want to say that I did like blot it with the back of my hand earlier. I do look a little different than when I saw you guys last. I ended up going to my parents' house, put on a little bit of eyeshadow and a lipstick before I went, and yeah, so I think it looks really good on the forehead. I think everything still looks really good. My bronzer still held up pretty well. But yeah, what do you guys think? I honestly am in love with it. I think that it is really pretty on the skin. I honestly think that, dare I say, flawless. I love it. my personal opinion is it's worth it. If you want to splurge on a high-end foundation, I would do it on this one. I think it's really pretty on the skin. I think that it lasts a really long time. I honestly would wear this to special occasions if I want to look like feel extra pretty. You know, it makes me feel really good. Makes me feel honestly confident in my makeup. But yeah, let me know if it's something that you're interested in trying, what you're picking up in the upcoming sale from Sephora, because they are having a sale in a few weeks. I believe it's April 9th to 19th. So let me know, is this something you're gonna pick up? Is this not? Are you picking up something else? What did you think about this foundation? Worth it or no? Because I know it is pricey. What do you guys think?